Hello everyone. You're on the Alex Trade channel. Emotions in trading are your main enemy. Today, I'll tell you how to deal with fear, greed, and stress so you can finally start trading calmly and consistently. Let's get started. Today, we're focusing on the currency pair, Australian dollar and Canadian dollar. Let's go to our bot, select the desired pair, and request a signal. We get a clear recommendation, buy. Without overthinking, we open a position to go up. No pauses. With the OTC bot, you can trade whenever it's convenient for you. In my private group, my team and I are in the market every day, without skipping a beat. Send me a direct message, and I'll personally send you a free gift. Subscribe to YouTube, hit the like button, and don't forget to click the bell. All the links are in the description. When you open trading terminals, you're not just looking at a chart. You're seeing money, potential profit or loss. And that's exactly what triggers emotions. Fear of losing, greed to grab more, excitement when you're in the green, panic when you're in the red. That's normal. We are not robots. But if you don't learn to control these emotions, the market will teach you the hard way, through losses. The problem is, emotions and logic don't get along. When you trade out of fear, you close a position too early. When you act out of greed, you hold on too long and lose your profit, and when you're caught up in the thrill, you enter trades, without a signal. None of that is a strategy. It's just impulses, and they can ruin even the most effective system. You might know the market, you might have an awesome strategy, but if you can't control yourself, none of that matters. A real trader isn't someone who guesses right, but someone who sticks to the plan, no matter what they're feeling. And that's a skill, you can train it. The price immediately starts to rise steadily. The trade closes in profit and brings us $460. Great start. Everything is clear, calm, and according to the signal. We decide not to stop and open another position on the same currency pair. Again, we use the bot, again on the 5-minute time frame, and this time the signal is to sell. The bot thinks the market is ready to fall. We trust it and open a short position. First, always trade according to your plan. You need to have a clear action algorithm, when to enter, why to enter, and at what price. And you have to stick to it, no matter what your mind is telling you. The plan is your shield. Emotions won't get through if you have clear boundaries. Second, limit the number of trades. More doesn't mean better. The more entries you make, the higher the chance you'll enter on emotion and make a mistake. Set a limit. For example, no more than 10 trades a day. This builds discipline and forces you to filter your entries. Third, keep a trading journal. After each trade, write down why you entered, what you felt, and what guided your decision. Very quickly, you'll start to notice patterns, where you enter according to your plan, and where it's because of fear or the urge to win back losses, and that awareness is the first step toward control. Fourth, eliminate the noise. Don't hang out in chats. Don't read unnecessary signals. Don't jump from one strategy to another. The less internal pressure you have, the quieter it gets inside. Trading is about clarity, and clarity requires silence. Fifth, use an assistant, like a signal bot. It isn't affected by emotions, it doesn't worry. It gives you entry points when there's logic, not when you're nervous. This is a great way to minimize emotional decisions and learn to trust the system. And the price really drops significantly. The trade confidently closes in profit, and another $460 land in our account. Second trade, second profit. The pair is working great, and the bot was spot on again. Let's get back to the bot. We're still working with the same pair. The signal is buy again. There's a bit of stabilization on the chart, but if the bot gives a signal, we act. We open a position to go up. Before, I used to do everything based on emotions. If a trade was profitable, I'd increase the volume. If it was a loss, chasing losses, doubling down, panic. The result, losses, stress, disappointment. I realized, either I get myself together or the market will take everything. I started with something simple. I stopped trading when I was angry, tired, or when the day just wasn't going well. Then I set a rule: only enter trades based on a signal, only according to the system. No more, maybe I'll get lucky. I started recording my emotions after every trade, and that changed everything. When you see how often you enter trades just because you're bored, scared, or want to win back losses, you start to realize that what you need isn't a strategy, but discipline. And when I started using a signal assistant, things got even better. It eliminated the chaos, and what was left was structure. Now I trade calmly. I don't chase profits. I don't stress over every candle. I work according to the system, and you can do the same. The main thing is to be honest with yourself and start changing your approach. The price isn't rising as much as it did the first time, but it's still enough for the trade to close in profit. And that's another $460 in profit. 3 trades, 3 solid wins. $1,380 in pure profit in just one short trading session. Now imagine how much you could earn if you did this regularly. Working with the bot is simple, straightforward, and effective. Try it for yourself. You're definitely going to like it. The OTC bot is already up and running, and now your earnings don't depend on the time of day or the day of the week. And in my private group, my partners and I trade together every day. Everything is to the point, no fluff. Want to get in on this? Send me a direct message. I'll personally send you a free gift. Everyone has emotions, but those who know how to manage them are the ones who win. Looking for stability? Start with discipline. And if you need a helper, use the bot. It will help you stick to your plan, even when there's a storm inside. The link is in the description. Subscribe and let me know in the comments which emotion gets in your way the most. See you in the next video.